everybody, welcome to another episode of Small Engine Velocity. This is part 2 of the taillight mod, grinding off the taillight bracket and replacing it, or painting it, sanding it, and then replacing it with an LED strip. Yesterday you saw me go ahead and grind on paint. Today will be wiring and polishing and finishing of the bike. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by to see the second part. I'll leave a link up at the top for the first part of this video. If you're a returning person, thank you for coming back again and hanging out with me. This seems to be a popular topic. I went ahead and did some of the wiring. I didn't want to spend the time in the video going ahead and trying to figure out what the wiring was, so I went ahead and figured out what the wiring is for that taillight and wired it up, and I'm going to go ahead and give you an example real quick. So if you look here, I got the wiring done. I had to kind of poke around and guess at the colors, and in the beginning I got it wrong. I couldn't figure out how to get the taillight to break, but I ended up having 2 wires backwards, and then I had to figure out the wire for the LED light back here. But here's the final product of what it looks like. And by the way, this is really bright. I don't think it shows in the camera, but this is pretty bright. So this is left, this is right, and this is brakes. And from my point of view, it's super bright, but my goodness, I can't stare at it very long. Okay, let's get a close-up of the wires. If you're wondering, I'm going to have the details as to the wiring that I did in the description, every single one, including that there's an extra green cable or power cable on here. Or is that power? Yeah, green is ground. Sorry, green and black is ground. Anyways, so your left and right signals is this orange and blue, which coordinate with the green and the yellow here. And then you have green black, which is the ground, and then you have black brown, which is the power, and then there's what I got down here. Oh, sorry. And then green yellow is your brake light. I had those 2 reversed earlier and it messed up. And then I went ahead and wired the license plate light right here. I wired it to the standard brake light on there. Now if you look, the finish on here isn't that great. So I'm going to try to attempt to polish this a little bit better to make it smoother. It's really orange peely. It almost looks satiny because it's so rough. I think what happened was, in between layers, I took a cloth and I wiped it, but it was really dusty. It didn't look dusty, but I don't know if you've ever done paint before, but any tiny little bit of dirt messes stuff up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to crimp these together. I'm just going to twist and tape, because I don't think that I want to make this permanent at the moment, because I want to rearrange some of these harness. I want to I want to shorten some of these harnesses and wrap them a little bit better. And then I think I may want to put this tail light on the seat bracket, but we'll see. For now, it's going to go right here using the 3M tape. So let me go ahead and tape this stuff up, and we will get to the sanding portion of this. Here we go. Okay, well, the wrap job, and please don't burn me in the comments that I didn't crimp or solder anything together, but this is not permanent. Or like I said before, I want to rewire a lot of these harnesses so that they're a lot more hidden through the frame and do a better tuck. But for now, I need to get it working. I got too many other projects to complete before my vacation is up. But now we're gonna go ahead and get to the sanding portion of our adventure for today. So let me go ahead and get some water, get we'll start with the 1000 and then move to the 2000, and we'll see if we can make this look any better. So let's go ahead and get that set up right now. Alright, it's time to move to 2000 grit. It looks smooth, all the orange peel is gone, and I just need to smoothen it out, but I don't want to, hopefully I don't go down too far and remove any, get back to the metal. But I did put 5 coats of spray paint on here, so this is also a lesson on how to make spray paint look good. Hopefully we can complete this. We'll do some 2000 grit, and then we'll go to some rubbing compound. Then after we're done with rubbing compound, we'll try to wax it and see how well it looks. Anyways, here we go. Okay, next is rubbing compound. I don't think I'm going to need a lot of this, but let's use rubbing compound, and then after that we'll wax, and hopefully we can put this thing back together and have a cool new looking taillight without the awkward looking bracket. Here we go. Alright everybody, that looks pretty good. It's pretty shiny. There are a few blemishes here and there, but I'm going to go ahead and give the bike a wash and then wax this part right here. I'm sorry, Joe S. I had to remove the 49 the 49 RR sticker because overspray got all over it and it looked really bad. I'm sorry, dude. I'll buy another one from you. And if anyone else wants a 49 RR sticker, join the Discord so we can talk about it, because we can get a mass order together and make it cheaper for all of us. Anyways, yeah, let me wash the bike and then I'll go ahead and stitch this stuff up. So give me just a second. Now, hey, sorry if my garage looks messy. I haven't been really taking care of it very well in the past few days because I got so many projects to do. But now we're at the point where I've washed and waxed a little bit in here. Probably could do a little bit better job. I want to clean up some of the hoses, and then once I'm done cleaning up the hoses, I'll put the taillight on, and then I'll put everything back together again. So enjoy the ride. Here we go for another time sequence. Unfortunately, I don't have the Allen wrench bits, so I have to use a manual. This is a pain in the butt, but it'll work. Just need to put it on. And by the way, this bike is going to a car show tomorrow at 7 in the morning with a bunch of other Ruckuses with small bore 2 wheels. I'm sure some people who watch this are familiar with him, if not all. And we're going to do a Ruckus ride up there, so it'll be fun, right? Alright, let me finish this off. Okay, well, the taillight is on. It has been completed. All I have to do is give you an example of what it looked like. But let's go over some quick tips. When you're cutting off the bracket, it's obvious to most people, but it wasn't obvious to me at the time. Take everything that you can away from it. The sparks is gonna melt your crap. You're gonna cut wires like I did. A note, when you're cutting, this is for novices, by the way. This isn't for people who've done this before. I've never done this before. This is the first time I've ever cut metal. So yeah, just remember, whenever you're cutting, you can always cut more, but you can't cut back. Meaning, don't cut more than you think you need. Just keep shaving it down slowly, 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 till you get to where you think there's just a little bit more than you need, and then you take it with the file. Because there's a point right here on the bottom where I was trying to grind it out, and I grinded just a little bit too much, and there's a little bit of a dip in the mirror finish below it. But I mean, it looks pretty good still, but you know, I'm a perfectionist in some things, so I could have made it look better. But anyways, truth of fact, whenever you, it looks like the double-sided sticky tape that this comes with is not going to hold for anything, so eventually I'm going to have to replace it. I might replace it before I make my trip, because I feel like the heat's going to melt this off. I believe someone also mentioned that on the Honda Ruckus, on my, either in the Discord or in a comment below. Another tip, whenever you're buying your spray paint, apparently there's more than just black. There's different shades of black. I didn't know that. So my black looks a little more like a blackish gray, like oil, than midnight black like the rest of this stuff. I still need to polish some other parts of the frame to make it match, because everything else is super shiny now. So, but anyways, let's go ahead and get a visual example of what the taillight looks like on the bike. Be right back. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the bike off. As soon as you turn it off, oops. As soon as you turn it off, there we go. That's the strip. Brakes, no brakes, brakes, no brakes, brake, 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 brakes. You know, it reminds me of Knight Rider. Actually, it's not super centered. I might have to peel it off and stick it again. Anyways, whatever. And then here's left turn, right turn. Left turn with brake, right turn with brake. Brake, brake, turn, left, right, brake, brake, left, brake, brake. Nothing, brake, brake, brake. Holding brake. Let go. Bike turned off. Okay, well, there you have it. It is complete. The wiring guide that I use is going to be below. There was a little bit of difference from the charts that I found online. I'll be sure to put down there what worked for me. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this was helpful in any way possible, and perhaps encourage some people who've never done anything and can get a hold of a grinder to go ahead and give this a shot. Just remember, take your time. Anyways, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate everybody who is watching this part right now, because it is the very end. Be sure to leave a comment if you have any questions about anything. Join the Discord channel if you can, and have continuous conversation with me and like-minded people. And if you feel like that you're moved to do it, I also have a Discord to go ahead and support the channel. 100% of the money goes towards supporting the channel with equipment or for the bike. And I also keep public record of whatever's put in there, so you know what exactly everything should be spent on. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.